420. I'm Coulter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyendinaga. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
So what are you doing? Nothing? Why not?
I'm trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is not much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
You didn't sing, Marcel.
I did. I was lip syncing.
You were lip syncing.
Because I've got a cold.
What are you going to do when we get cameras going?
Lip sync.
Okay.
That's why I'm practicing now, man.
Yeah, I guess that would work, yeah. So this is the 420 Radio Show. We're live here at 420radio.ca. Marcelo is here. Unfortunately, Mary Jane was going to be here, and then she wasn't going to be here, and then she was going to be here, and now she's sick. So get better, feel better, and all
she
that.
Better at least be listening so we can talk about her.
Well, there'll be a bloop bloop. So I am here with Tammi Lee from Chronic Creations, and she's also one of the folks at High Canada magazine. And we have a little group of ladies in front of us and a gentleman as our studio audience, and Shamal's around here. Paula's not, because Paula has a boo-boo and ended up with a concussion. So she's home resting. Better be resting.
Oh, yes. Get better.
Yes, get better, Paula, because I miss you. Miss you bugging me.
Okay.
What?
How'd she get the concussion?
Oh, well, this is an interesting story that I think I'm going to wait until she's here to tell, because it's quite amusing.
Did it have anything to do with dancing, or
No, just
or was cannabis involved?
She went to get into the car, and the car that she got into has a curve, not straight like hers, and she whacked her bean on it, knocked herself out.
Oh, shit.
She's got a gash on her, right on her eyebrow.
Oh, no.
Holy crap. How hard was she getting into this car?
Well, she knocked herself out, and then 3 days later, she had a massive headache. So she went to the doctor, had a CT scan, and she's got a concussion, and she's on bed rest. So, yeah.
Yeah, time to let the swelling go down.
Yeah, well,
I heard cannabis helps.
Yes, I'm sure there'll be a lot of that. So we've got lots of stuff we could talk about. Lots of stuff here in Hamilton going on. And I'm sure that we'll be chatting about Chronic Creations and maybe even some High Canada chat. Find out what's going on with you and Cy.
Let's do it.
Who should have been here this evening. Cy. We can call him on Skype.
Absolutely.
We've got your staff
we could just
here.
let out a big sigh.
Is this all his staff?
Just me.
Just you? Just you?
The others there aren't his staff?
No.
No.
Oh.
So they can be mean. I can't.
So Tammi can take the brunt of this.
Take the brunt?
The brunt. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Brunt of what?
I know you guys don't know me, but this should be interesting then.
No, there's no brunt. We like High Canada.
Yes, we do.
Actually, they did a really good feature on our Harvest Fest a few years ago. Time for another one.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I was there this year. I slept in my car.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, but I should have stayed up and hung out when you guys went to the fire. I went to bed. I was tired. I had to drive home the next day. Have you been to Harvest Fest?
No, I haven't.
No. It's rough camping. and it's in the bush, and somebody made me park my car beside a Johnny on the spot. And it was by the end of the 3 days.
Hilarious.
With
I
no
didn't think you'd want to
cleanup.
walk far.
Oh.
Darcy, who will be on with us later, he needed it there, so we should have just put a private sign on it though. Darcy only.
Well, yeah, because it probably wouldn't have smelled near as bad.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was bad. Only when it got warm, which was pretty much all weekend.
So,
but when it was raining, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was nice. The bugs weren't that bad either.
No, not near as bad as what we could normally get.
Well, that's because we had
it's
4.5
awesome
cans of bug juice.
Get some
with
deep.
live entertainment, demos, lots of vendors.
Deep Woods worked. It has deep.
Copious.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So,
copious amounts of cannabis.
Here at the 420 Radio Show, we like to talk to anybody really about cannabis. I've heard the name Chronic Creations over and over and over. And in fact, I think you've been interviewed by Al Graham at one of the events. And why don't you tell me who and what you do?
Well, we are a events and edibles company out of Hamilton.
Yes.
We specialize more in private parties, in your house type of events, as well as small restaurants and places like
places like here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Invite only.
Yeah.
Baked goods. We do full meals. We do
Oh, wow.
breakfasts. We have a wake and bake breakfast club.
You did a breakfast thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
I was sad I couldn't come to that. I was hungry.
Yeah, we do high tea.
Shut up, Marcel.
Right. High tea parties. We do all kinds of things.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And you also work for High Canada, one of our competitors. I'm kidding. You've been there a while?
Since about July.
What kind of stuff do you do? You write for them? You cover stuff?
Yep, I do a lot of writing.
Cool. Well, can you tell us some of the stories that you've done?
Lately, it's been mostly a focus on Hamilton-typed issues.
Well, that's good because that's where we are.
There you go.
Yeah.
I also did like an edibles piece on consumption of edibles, like just being more knowledgeable of what you're buying when you go to markets.
Yeah, we do a lot of edibles around here.
Yep.
And other stuff.
Amateurs.
Yeah. Speaking of Hamilton, I am on the
Let's
ball.
talk about it.
Believe me, I am on the ball. I know what I'm just think slow. Hamilton has a survey available that they want to ask you some questions about cannabis. And I think that Marcel has it pulled up. And I'm going to pull it up, and I'm actually going to do it.
There you go.
Oh, you haven't done it yet?
No, I always wait for these things.
Oh, okay.
You know that. I like to do them on the air.
Do it live.
Okay,
Right.
so the survey
I have an attention span of about 10 minutes. I got to come up with things to do during the show. This is 2 hours here.
So you before air, you had mentioned about the fact that people are freaking out because you can enter 4 times.
It seems so, and so what I'm going to do,
that's on purpose.
Okay.
There's an article in The Spectator that it explains why they have that 4 times.
Can you send that to me, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Or I can read you the whole article.
Okay, you go right ahead. Please do, because it seems to me that you're not getting good reason. Yes.
The city has received more than 14,500 responses so far to its last-minute survey on the prospect of allowing legal cannabis stores in Hamilton. All cities in Ontario have until January 22nd to decide to opt in or out of hosting legal pot shops next spring under new provincial rules. Large cities like Ottawa and Toronto have opted in, but a growing number of cities like Mississauga, Brampton, Markham, Pickering have voted to pass on legal cannabis stores, at least for now. A deeply divided council voted to put off a decision in December in favor of consulting the public and collecting more information from police and bylaw staff. Burlington Council also extended the public consultation period into January. The Hamilton online survey went live in late December and spurred some complaints that individuals could fill out the survey more than once. City spokesperson Jan Racine acknowledged that it is possible, but added the survey is designed to limit submissions to 4 from any one IP address or device. That limit was considered reasonable given some households may have only one point of internet access for an entire family. So that's why there's 4. So you can technically go in and submit this survey 4 times.
Well, I'm going to submit it right now. Let's see. I'm 45 to 54. No, 54 to 64. Live in Hamilton? No. Own a business in Hamilton? Neither describes me.
That's what I pick.
But I work here. So
but you don't own a business.
No, I
so
don't own a business.
So it doesn't really rely on that.
Yeah, okay. Do you support or oppose having licensed cannibalism stores? Let's have licensed cannibalism stores. Yeah. Do you support or oppose having licensed cannabis retail stores in the city of Hamilton? I support it wholeheartedly.
Right, but there's support, oppose, undecided, preferred not to say.
Yeah.
If you select prefer not to say, what the fuck are you filling out a survey for?
And this is
seriously.
Why he's my co-host.
It's true, though. It's very true.
Don't be stupid, waste people's time. Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Prefer not to say.
I think at that point it should just blank out on you.
That's the only options they should have there should be support or oppose.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go on to
you shouldn't give anybody a choice of undecided or prefer not to say.
Let's go on to the fourth and final question. Well, third and final question. Okay. If Hamilton were allowed to I have dyslexia, excuse me.
If Hamilton were to allow licensed cannabis retail stores in the city, the provincial regulatory body overseeing the stores, the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario, would allow municipalities and residents 15 days to make comments on new licensed retail store applications and their proposed location. What factors, if any, would you like the city to consider when commenting on the location of retail cannabis stores in Hamilton? Please choose all that apply. Hours of operation.
Yeah.
Odor.
Don't care about that.
Safety and security of store.
Yes.
Location in proximity to sensitive facilities such as schools, parks, and open spaces, day nurseries, child care centers, libraries, community center, mental health and addiction centers, alcohol and detox centers.
No.
They should be next door to those places. They're
Exactly.
really the mental health and addiction and alcohol and detox.
No, I think that yes, possibly around schools and parks where children have playgrounds, but that's about it. I mean, I grew up in Toronto. Hold on, Marcel. I grew up in Toronto, and there was always a drug dealer standing outside, just outside the school limits. And as you know, I'm sure most people know, unless they're standing on school property, there's fuck all anybody can do about it. Just like at the corner here, down the road, or wherever.
Correct.
You know. And besides, we're sitting a block and a half from the headquarters of Hamilton PD, and
it's right behind us.
And a block away, and yet there's like 6 dispensaries right here
in a row.
And there's how many churches within a block, block
Absolutely.
area, and there's a school within a block area, and I mean, come on, there's liquor stores within a block of most schools. Okay, I would say most schools because not all. But you can walk into a liquor store or a beer store with your 5-year-old child, with
Absolutely.
your 14-year-old child.
Let them hold the vodka while
and
you walk around.
Can I hold that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I hold your vanilla-flavored vodka, Mommy?
Exactly. But yet, if I walked in with my toddler, because I don't have a sitter, and I got to have my baby with me, even though I got to go get my medical cannabis. Sorry, we're not allowed to say that word anymore. Medical.
Absolutely.
What do you mean you're not allowed to say that word anymore?
It seems like we're being shunned. Shh.
No, you're not.
Don't talk
because
about those
the
medical people.
program is still there. Unfortunately, the medical program is still set up that it's mail order only.
Yeah.
The outlets are only going to supply recreational,
I'd
not
say
medical
75% of the medical patients that I know that I see here in this lounge, okay, can't access the OCS for whatever reason. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I have a credit card,
that's
but
a
I
given.
can't access for my medicine, even though I have a visa, because at the moment my visa's maxed out.
That's right.
So
now what do you do?
So now what am I supposed to do? I can't use my
What the OCS should do is they should
PayPal
set
or
up
anything,
the ability to pay by e-transfer.
Yeah,
Because
well,
not
they should be doing
everybody
a lot of
has
things.
a credit card, especially patients that are sick.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they're sick, they don't work, they don't get credit cards. Anyways, let's get back to the survey.
All right. Yeah.
So location, proximity,
No, I'm
schools,
not voting
things like
for
that.
Areas with insufficient fuck off.
Yeah, areas with insufficient
Param-
parking or transit access.
No,
and
again,
that's
residential.
actually a viable concern because if you look like in the downtown area where it's very limited parking to begin with,
Yes.
and you're going to put in a high traffic store, you're going to create a traffic nightmare.
Fair. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I have
So
to give you that
that's
one.
what that actually
All right. Well, we'll
means.
give them that one. Okay.
Predominantly residential areas.
Man, I would love to have a store right next door. I don't move into my house.
Right.
You can use my front room. Like that's how close
areas
I want it.
with a high concentration of cannabis retail stores. And that should be a concern because really there shouldn't be a high concentration of cannabis retail stores. That's what the problem was in Toronto.
Okay, now let me just make a case in point here. I grew up around the corner from the Somerville liquor store and beer store, which is a very prominent spot in Toronto. It's a historical landmark. It's the original railroad station for Toronto. I think it was there even before Union Station. I don't know. But anyways, it's old.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's old.
And the tracks are there still, and they still use them, I believe. But it is a focal point for alcohol in the downtown core of the city of Toronto, and it has been since I was a kid.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, shit, you're allowed to buy beer at Sobeys and stuff now, so I don't really see the. I mean, Hamilton.
See, we don't have that yet.
Right. Well, in Hamilton, and again, it's interesting for us to be doing this survey because we kind of have a little setup in our city that's unlike any other city where we have a high concentration of dispensaries.
Yes.
We have 3, 4, 5, 6
At
in a
one
row.
time, there were more dispensaries here in Hamilton than there are Tim Hortons.
I know. I wrote the article on.
Did you really?
Yeah, see,
we talk about that all the time.
That's a bit much. And the other question I'd have to run is, or ask would be, of those dispensaries, how much were viably in business, and if they had to pay taxes, would they still survive?
It's hard to tell, I guess.
Right, because that's what it boils down to is these retail stores have to pay taxes.
Yeah, that's understandable. But how many convenience stores are operating with in the hole? Or, I mean, there's tons. You can say that about any business.
Oh, I know, but do you want to open a business to perpetually run in the hole because you're overcrowded with your area is saturated with that same competing business?
Well,
it's kind of like pizzerias. Would you want to set up a pizzeria across the street from a pizzeria?
There's a reason why
a
McDonald's moves into beside Wendy's.
But that's McDonald's. If you step outside these doors right now, you're going to see across the street 15 variety stores in a row, 10 dispensaries, 18 restaurants. What the hell is the difference?
5 years ago, maybe.
That's poor city planning.
They're closing up all up and down the street, unfortunately.
Yes, because
they're going out of business.
No, it's not that the customers aren't there. It's the risk is not worth it.
It seems here what's going on right now is the non-medical dispensaries that are very abundant in Hamilton are cleaning up because people are afraid to go into the medical dispensaries for some reason. You know, I mean, I see lineups down the road, but yet over here, you know,
Weird, eh?
patients are afraid. You know, like a lot of patients that I know won't come here for Canicade because they're afraid of the whole.
They might be seen.
They might be seen. They might be taken their picture taken. You know, we've gone from one stigma to another. We've gone from not hiding, but being illegal to being legal to now we have to hide.
Not me. I mean,
Again,
I don't hide.
it.
I don't hide, but I'm talking about businesses. Now everybody's going to start going underground again, and it's making it very difficult.
They'll start going.
Well, that's the black market.
They'll start going underground once the laws start getting enforced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at a standstill right now in Hamilton because
Thank
there's no
God.
way to enforce. They're not sure what the enforcement looks like.
The city is calling it a gray line.
Correct.
They've been in.
Right. So depending,
So,
I guess.
so what's going to happen when the city comes out? They've taken consideration all of this, and they come out and they say, "No, we're not going to allow retail stores."
Well, again, so we go to vote on the 14th. Our council goes back to the table, and the two freaking tards that decided not to fucking show up on the vote
Hopefully
day.
they will.
No, they have to. It's fucking mandatory. So they're going to show up. So on the 14th, they're going to decide whether or not we opt in or we opt out of these retail stores.
And what is the consensus as of right now?
I'm not sure, but
Okay.
I personally feel that we are going to opt in because
I hope so.
we have. It's just.
Now,
Because we have
the
such an
question-
abundance of business in town.
Let's also
next
just
question
because
is,
hold
if
on,
you
Marcel.
opt in,
Marcel, hold on. There's
does this
something
affect
you
the
need.
lottery?
There's something you need to know, though. One of the reasons why Hamilton is different is because the mayor of Hamilton is invested in an LP.
Well,
Now hold on, and he can't vote, so it is the next person up that has to vote, not the mayor. Right?
The
I
deputy
disagree that because you have a financial portfolio that happens to include a fucking pot stock, that means your opinion is null and void
Of
on
course.
the cannabis issue.
Yes, I think so. He
Okay?
has an opinion. He is the mayor.
We're fighting the whole commercial
That's
shit
right.
now, and all those
That's right.
guys are fucking the stock market.
Did they get upset with Mel Lastman when he opened Bad
Look
Boys?
at fucking Ford. like
You know?
really, let's go there. You know what I mean? Like, he's a fucking drug dealer, and that's okay.
So
and
what?
He got elected, and
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
to me, it doesn't matter.
Best hash in Toronto.
I don't care if you got an investment. I mean, you know, that's your shenanigans. Like,
Well,
it's up to
but
you.
it's also okay. Right now, let's also remind people, it's legal here in Canada, and investing in a legal business is legal. And what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, like I don't see how that even.
He's not the only mayor
He's not the
in
only
the world
politician. He's not the only police person
who has invested interest. Look.
Financial interest.
Hold on, Marcel. Do you think that Trudeau doesn't have something invested in Tweed or one of the other organizations revolving around cannabis that he
100%.
helped push?
100%.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Everybody does.
So
I do.
I
have
agree.
money in my
I
investment
agree.
portfolio, like,
He doesn't get to vote on decisions either, though.
On cannabis decisions?
Yeah, in a case like that is going to affect the industry in such a way, because if he has investments, then it's conflict of interest.
Right. Well, I think Hamilton will.
So
I
this
think
is
we
why
will opt
I
in.
remove myself from boards.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we will
Because
opt in
with
at the end of the
conflict of
day.
interest.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I do believe that the way that they're going to actually enforce the shutdown of these illegal dispensaries, as they want to call them, whatever you want to call it, because it is a free-for-all right now. I 100% know that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think they'll send around government employees, and they're going to come at them from a tax perspective.
Yep.
Okay, they're gonna
come
fucking
to landlords.
They're gonna
They're
come
gonna
seize your fucking
seize your-
POS.
Yep.
Okay, and they're gonna dump your information from your POS from the last 3 fucking years. And guess what? You're gonna get a ginormous fucking tax bill.
Yep.
And that's how they're gonna start scaring people into making sure they don't fucking continue to open these businesses without the proper licensing and the stupid fees. And
They've
all that
already
shit.
said that it's not. They're not going to come banging through the fucking
No,
door.
they don't have
not
the
like
police.
they did at COM in Toronto.
Correct.
Okay, where
Nope.
they came in and knocked a patient
Absolutely.
out of his
Yep.
fucking wheelchair.
That's right.
It's going to be by law enforcement.
Correct.
They're going to come in very nicely. Here's a letter for you. If you do not
Comply.
Vacate the premises.
You're done.
If you do not, you're. Well, I don't think you're done. What I think is it's going to turn into a very harsh court battle, and unfortunately, that's what it's going to take to allow things like this to exist, which we need. So it's going to take somebody with ginormous balls.
Absolutely.
And Jack Lloyd.
Yep.
Okay. Jack's a friend of the station. He comes on all the time. And if anybody is going to help us keep places like this. I live in Toronto. Paula has graciously allowed me to come in here and do things like this and help out and blah, blah, blah. But if I can't use my cannabis inside, I might as well just stay home. Then I'm back in the same situation as I've been for 20 years up north, and the reason I moved back.
Absolutely.
So it's a circle.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
So I mean, and I'd stand right beside her and say that in a court, and I will if I have to.
She does a lot of good for the community.
We need places like this. We need dispensaries that patients can just walk in and talk to somebody knowledgeable. Okay, not just somebody who passed a certification. Do you know what I mean? Somebody who says to you, I tried that the other day, it's really nice. This is what you're looking for, which you get in the medical dispensaries, which you're not going to get in the OCS store. They're not even allowed to say how it makes you feel. What this strain's like, I'm sorry, we can't tell you that. That's what they have to say.
See, I have no experience with the OCS store.
Neither do I, but I
know
that you will not be able to walk into an OCS store or call an OCS worker and say, can you tell me a little bit about this strain, please?
So basically you're just going in with your own research.
Yeah, I mean, like when I come across a new strain that makes me feel the way I want to feel, I look it up. And it's just like a bottle of wine. You know, if you want to know more about that bottle of wine, you go look it up.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not so hard to do now. I mean, there's lots of different. I don't want to even name any because there's so many.
That's right.
You know.
So back to the city of Hamilton. If they opt in, does that mean they get one of the lottery stores?
Well, from what I read in the details of the lottery, Hamilton is grouped into a area including a few other cities, and apparently we get 7 stores. So I don't know how not Hamilton alone is going to get 7, and I guess that's the lottery
the
people.
Area.
Yeah, they're grouped in. Everybody there's grouped in townships.
So you got
stuff.
like Hamilton all the way to Caledonia or something like that.
There's 25 total, right?
There's 25 total, and they've grouped the different cities into 4 different categories. And Hamilton and its grouping gets 7 stores. Now, where those 7 stores are going to be and all of that, I'm not too sure. But the people who are applying for the lottery, they get to put in a preference where they want their store. And then ultimately, whoever's doing the lottery gets to decide who gets where.
And that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's coming up
coming
real
up.
soon.
Yeah.
I think, what's this, 22nd? January 22nd?
Yeah, which is why I think, too, Hamilton, you know, I mean, the fact that they're not voting until the 14th to opt in or opt out, I mean, it's pretty close to when everything.
Well, they went right to the wire just before the holidays, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it would have been done if the 2 twits showed up.
That's the only reason it wasn't done.
That was the only reason it didn't
come
go
on,
through that
twits.
day.
So let's finish this thing here, and
So
then
the
we can
question
move
is,
on.
if those 2 twits had shown up, would it have gone through?
Yeah, I believe
In
so.
favor
because
for or against?
In for. And but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they're all going to re-vote again. It should be interesting.
They have to start fresh.
Yeah, we got some local dicks in town who fucking are on the bandwagon to opt out, so...
So are you going
Somebody's
to be at the
watching
council
something
meeting?
on their phone.
Sorry?
Are you going to be at the council meeting?
I'm definitely going to the council meeting.
Well, take notes
Good.
for us, would you?
Fuck yeah. There's a few... I'm sure Clint, if he's back, I'm sure he's going to be at the meeting. I'm sure Paul is going to be at the meeting.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure there's a ton of people in town who are going to be
She got
there.
upset and left early, though.
Oh, I bet.
There was a lot of people that weren't happy.
It's true, and it's hard to keep your mouth shut in that, you know, but I know that's why the 14th is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Still going to be better off than Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that, but yeah, yes, it will be.
No, Nova Scotia government did the exact opposite of every recommendation.
So, dude, let's finish this thing. Areas with high concentrations of cannabis retail stores. Whatever. No factors. What does that mean?
It means that nothing concerns you.
Well, that's not true. I'm going to put other. Are they going to give me a spot to put other comment? Nope, so I'm not putting other. So I'm going to submit now. Submitting. Let's see what happens. Okay, thank you. Your submission has been received. Pardon my language, how in the fuck are 4 questions like that going to help decide whether or not we need cannabis stores in Hamilton or not? There's only one question that asks the question.
Yeah. Well, because I believe that the answer has already been decided, which is yes, and they have to ask that because it's an obvious question, but the actual answer is where should we put these stores that we're already going to opt in for?
Well, I tell you, I sure as frick hope so, because as of right now, Hamilton is the mecca of cannabis in Ontario.
Correct.
Toronto has gone underground. They have pop-ups for markets, which is great. Been to many of them. Everybody else is closed up as far as the markets go. There's, I believe there's a market going on weekly in Mississauga, I think, and one somewhere in Hamilton. Wink, 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 wink.
Right. We have another one coming up.
Yeah, the
January 26th.
The Canacrawl.
Canacrawl.
Yes. And,
you can check them out on
that's
Instagram
huge. I was at
details.
the last one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was at the is it canacrawl.ca?
It's the Canacrawl. I think you can go on Instagram, or they are also on Facebook, I've seen.
Or find Rena.
Yeah, or find Rena.
Or Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or yourself.
Hamilton Vape Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have postings for info.
Yep. I went to the last one, and I was on the air the whole time with Ira, which was fun because I sent him outside. And he was in front of he was in the front line dancing and stuff. It was great. So I guess the next date that we should be aware of is the 14th, right? As far as Hamilton goes?
26th.
The 26th.
January 26th.
Wow.
And
And this survey is only available to us to do until the 9th. So
correct.
If you're in the Hamilton area, if you're not in the Hamilton area, please go and vote, because Toronto's opted in, Ottawa is opted in, Montreal is in, but you can't tell anybody. Well, you can't wear shirts and stuff, and you can't advertise.
Okay.
But they are in.
But they can have LPs with Mafia ties, so that's all right.
Alberta. Yeah, have you been watching that Bad Blood? That's anybody seen Bad Blood?
No.
Kim Coates is in it, and it's bringing stories from that era that have some element to truth. Yeah, it's brutal.
No,
but it's a great show.
I started watching Murder Mountain just to see if I know anybody.
Why is that out there?
Murder Mountain?
Yeah.
No, Murder Mountain is the Emerald Triangle. It's in the Emerald Triangle.
Oh, okay.
Humboldt County.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. So, yeah, Hamilton, just, hold on tight because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people trying to help things along, I think. And hopefully.
But don't forget, there's just as many that are trying to hinder it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they're unfortunately the uneducated ones.
So go and vote 4 times.
Yeah, go vote 4 times. You can do it 4 times. You can answer it 4 different ways if you want to pretend you're 4 different people too. This would be awesome for the schizophrenics. Because they could have their own arguments. Fuck, I'm a nasty bastard. We should get Darcy in here soon.
Today. Yeah, we're going to take a break and listen to some music for a little bit. Is that Dan behind me? Yeah. Oh, thank you, buddy. Oh, he even put some meat death. What is it? Oh, meat breath. Yeah, meat breath. Would you like to roll one?
Yes, I'll get Chantel.
Thank you, Dan. That's from Dabber Dan.
A fatty.
And I have to get some particulars because I have no idea who's repping at the moment. So
yeah, we'll just go with Daniel.
We'll go with Dabber Dan.
We love Daniel.
Meat
He's
breath.
the man.
I hope it doesn't.
Meat breath?
Yeah, it's going to give us meat breath.
Meat breath.
Yeah. So let's listen to some reggae for a little bit, and we'll be back. This is the 420 radio show. We're live here at Ganjahnistas, hanging out with Tammi Lee from High Canada and Chronic Creations. And we're going to talk about other things that you do when we come back. And Shamal is here shamaling. Shamal's working while I'm on the air because I can't very well work at the same time while I'm doing a show. It's hard. I've had to do it.
I had to
do it. You know, people come in, I got to go help them.
Oh, right.
But I had to rig up a mobile mic and everything.
You're going to smoke that meat breath?
Yes. Yeah. And then we're going to go nappy.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, yep. We'll be right back. This is the 420 Radio Show.
The life bitter or sweet, and I give thanks for it. Me not gonna let down myself, cause me response for this. With the guidance of the king, yeah, we govern the thing. Marcus meditation bring the vision within. So when me step out the road, me have to step out for win. Have to talk how me feel and burn out the shit. Think of it, the youths out the road, the leaders now do a thing worldwide. And the same cause people suffering.
Babylon not free the youth from hungry mouth, so I go burn up. You go burn, deceive the youth, mislead the youth, you go burn up. You go burn, if you're not free the youth, and free the youth, you go burn up. You go burn, if you're not help the youth, or well the youth, you go burn up. You go burn, alright.
And you call the people, leave it on fire. Keep it on the king on fire. Telling you them to praise the Most High Jah, Rastafari.
Them a burn, like them to learn, nowhere to turn. Babylon is burning down, Babylon is burning down.
Feel good, you know. Na na. Yeah. Na. Boy.
Yes, we found the cure for the world tonight. We making music to feel alright. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. We make the music, just feel the vibe.
My girl, just wind up your waistline. Selected us, turn up the baseline. And when the vibe I lick you on the bass, I kick you on dance to the sunshine. You feel the vibe, you know. I'm so high, you know. This music got me feeling so right. Can you give me more? They on me journey, not see nothing but a green light. We conquer everything, me bless the way you feel like. Them try to pull me down, try to think to bring me down. But time and not see nothing, just move forward in a real life. Give me a little piece of the weed, let me break it up, roll it up and put a tree paper. Cause the weed are the greatest thing I ever put on the land contact with the paper. And the basis, me get FedEx from West, only I grade me go paper. I'm feeling so high.
Cure for the world tonight. We making music to feel alright. Don't you worry, it's gonna be alright. We making music, just feel the vibe. Original Wanda, a lo que llegó. Música, conciencia con razón. Yo vengo a respirar aire de algo nuevo que nos pueda levantar. Si no vives, no sientes el tiempo. Con buena vibra somos fuertes como el viento. Ven, vamos a luchar, que hay mucho camino que tenemos que andar. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Intense, que llegó la máquina, mira su buen tren. El montón, ya lo dejé, somos los primeros caminando de pie. Afincao, ya llegué, siente que la música te cura tu vez. I'm feeling alive. Oh.
Life is not about material things, money and bling and thing, you know. Nah, man. A million stars long as a junior boy, so where's the man?
You seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away. Fade away.
Fade away, do you hear what I say?
You seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away.
What do I talk? Yo.
Fade away.
Yo. Hey. Yo, me nah have no ride, me nah have no gold, me nah have no diamond pon me neck. Just a singer, we keep on following the righteous steps. From me know the Almighty, my guide and protect. You stand contact with the devil, well, you go fry next. They give thanks and praise every day to the highest. You want the finer things in life? No, you want the finest. More food in your belly than it can never digest. I remember that life is priceless. And so me sing, the rich are getting richer every day. Hey, hey, and the little that the poor man got, it shall be taken away. Hey, yo, yo, same thing I gone all the way from Stocktown to J. Hey, you too vain that you surely fade away. Junior, what you say?
You seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away.
Love, yo, no love.
Fade away.
Yo, hey, they go so people materialistic mind, cause them are victims of vanity. They want see more money coming than stars in the galaxy. What the media show today is not reality. They went from madness to straight insanity. Babylon a buckle me, but them can never tackle me. No matter what them a do, get a youth, so you got to be strong-minded. Keep a brave heart and follow me. Big man, don't tell me about apology. Let me tell you why. The rich are getting richer every day. Hey, hey, and the little that the poor man got, it shall be taken away. Hey, yo, yo. Same thing I gone all the way from London to LA. You too vain, then you surely fade away. Junior, what you say?
You seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away.
Fade away.
Fade away.
Fade away. Do you hear what I say? Me have no rings, me have no grill, me have no diamond for me neck. Just a man will keep on following the righteous steps. Come in know the Almighty, my guide and protect. You stand contact with the beast, well you go die next. Me give thanks and praise every day to the highest. You want the finer things in life? No, you want the finest. More food in your belly than it can never digest. I remember that life is priceless. And so me sing, the rich are getting richer every day. Hey, 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 and the little that the poor man got, it shall be taken away. Hey, hey, see and fuck, we are going from Sweden to J.A. You too vain that you surely fade away. Junior, what you say?
You seeks of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away.
Come again, brother. I love how you deal with ya. I say positive vibrations in the air, my boy. I hope you feel me, brother. I hope you feel me, sister. I say 1, 2, Rasta is passing through. Hey, I keep it cool, yeah. Real reggae music, I always say. I say 1, 2, Rasta is passing through. Hey, I keep it cool. passing through. Hey, I keep it cool. Yeah, real reggae music. I miss a word wine. People are shout out dope wines. Music you get us so high. Only sweet reggae music can let me hear the drum roll and let me hear the bass line. Girl, time I wind up the baseline, yeah. Only sweet reggae music can. Rasta retreating, yeah. 'Cause I love how you deal with, yeah. Ooh, Lord, yeah. Only sweet reggae music can set the captives free. From the eagle and from the streets. You feel the beat, so you must believe in the kings of kings, lords of lords, conquering lion and the rules of all, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. And what we say, I say 1, 2, Rasta is passing through, yeah. I keep it cool. Real reggae music rule forever. I say 1, 2, Rasta is passing through. I keep it cool, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. No matter what you feeling, real reggae music just set you free, yeah. From all the pain that you feel, and put a smile in return. I say 1, 2, Rasta man is passing through. Hey, I keep it cool, yeah. Real reggae music, what we say. I say 1, 2, Rasta man is passing through. Yeah, I keep it cool, yeah. Real reggae music. Through your city and your town.
Show. And there shouldn't be an echo now. But there are people here talking, so.
Oh, I hear people talking. No, the echo was just before we come back on.
Yeah,
Where it's gone.
there's a
It's
settling
fine.
period. There's a
Yeah,
settling
it's fine.
period, yeah. So we had an interesting conversation on the commercial about she's waving at people. Shut the fuck up! Not you, Kathy. I'm just kidding.
Who had an interesting conversation?
We were talking about. Remind me.
We're talking about a few things. I don't know. Pick one.
What were we last talking about?
I don't know.
Anybody?
I'm just as fucking stoned as you. Really?
Anybody?
See, you guys
So
smoke that shit.
we had some meat breath, and now Dan's standing at the back of the room with a big grin on his face. Is there a brand? Is there a brand name?
Okay. He's gone.
Dude.
Dan.
Yeah, just
Dan's
like
gone.
yeah. If it's not Paula running away from the mic, it's Dan.
He's gone.
I turn the mics on, and Paula comes walking. Then as soon as you turn the mics on, she turns around and walks away. But yet, when you're not looking, she's here doing karaoke when nobody else is here.
Oh, see,
yeah.
that's fun. I do that.
Anyways, Dan's in the back yelling at people. So, what were we talking about? Because it was interesting. We were talking about Hamilton, and then we.
We're talking about RSO meals
and meals and well, we can talk
dose stuff.
Well, Marcel knows lots about doses.
I'm sure.
I'm sure Marcel was in the military. So he might have even got dose at some point overseas. I don't know.
Doses of what? No,
I grew up high school hearing the dose. What the fuck was that, anyways?
I don't even know.
I don't know either. Anybody? Is there a nurse in the house? Are you a nurse? No. What we were talking, see, that reminded me what we were talking about. What we were talking about on the break, Marcel, is the fact that right now our key demographic in Canada is the seniors.
Oh, yeah, seniors.
54 and up, right? Is that
Absolutely.
about right? I fall in that category. I'm 55 this year.
There you go.
So
congratulations.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Pass this now. Hey, Marcel, you know what I heard this morning? Are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm looking something up.
Okay.
Because
So I heard this morning that in Ontario, there's only one lounge in Ontario that allows cannabis to be smoked in.
But then I heard tonight on the show that there might be two.
And if there is, then we're going to tell him to come over here and talk to us, because I think that that's a stand that we need to make. So I'm trying to figure out who
So I got to answer something for you.
What?
The dose.
The dose. Oh, did you get an answer for the dose? We're going to learn what the dose is all about.
Do you know what so back when we were kids, they would always say you get the dose. The dose. All the dose is it could have been any one of the STDs.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay. Right?
So
I'm glad I don't know what that means. That's a good thing.
And what was cooties?
I think it's just like
cooties are something that girls get.
Because when you're not supposed to, boys, they're always had.
No, girls are cooties carriers. But I'm doing today. I was going to Google cooties.
Cooties.
Google is wonderful.
Cooties are things that boys carry.
So key demographics.
Oh, cootie is a body louse.
It like a lice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a body louse like a crab.
Yeah, a crab. Yep.
Yeah.
So back to the old people. Are the demographics pretty much the same out there? Is it mostly elderly people that out there that are the key demographic? No. What do they call them? The baby boomers?
Yeah.
Yeah. The what?
Zoomers.
The Zoomers. Zoom. I love
Darcy,
it.
can you hear us?
I don't hear Darcy.
Yes.
Oh, he's
Hello?
here now.
We
He's
finally
there.
got Darcy. He's got his camera on. I don't know why. We keep looking up his nostrils or something.
Well, you know.
No, I'm trying to figure this stuff out here. I grabbed the
Darcy
tablet and
Darcy,
pulled it up on the tablet.
Darcy likes
What
to
did you
to
smoke?
flash his spokes at people.
Maybe I was trying to flash you my grow.
Darcy is the master grower at Truro Herbal Company in Nova Scotia, and our pal here on the show. And Darcy is wheelchair bound, and the reason why I had to sleep beside a shitter at Harvest Fest.
And you want to know the funny thing is, I never used that shitter the whole weekend.
I know you weren't overnight.
Oh.
So next time, let's go down the hill, Marcel.
No, next time, you're going to see where I'm going to be putting Darcy.
Hey, now.
Hey, I was stuck beside that shitter, too.
Yes, you were.
So, Darcy, we have a lady here from High Canada Magazine, and also Chronic Creations. And we've been chatting about lots of different things. We've got some stuff going on here in Hamilton with votes and stuff. What's the status out there now, guys? Are you guys able to have lounges? Are you guys able to have dispensaries yet? Are you in the same boat as us? Are you worse? What?
We have so many court cases in the works right now on whether or not we're going to have our lounges and our dispensaries.
And how many involve Chris Enns?
One that I know of.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least one.
Good.
And then there's another one over in Antigonish with Tasty Buds. They're in a battle over there with the courts.
Do we have any going on here in
down
Hamilton?
in the valley.
Yeah. But we do have one cannabis lounge that's still up and active.
Really?
Yeah, in Halifax, a good friend of mine there. He owns one on Spring Garden Road.
He's actually was the first one, wasn't
Yeah, he was the first one.
And he's still open, and he's left alone because they don't sell. People bring their own. They smoke it. They leave.
You rent bongs. You rent the bongs and vaporizers.
Do they allow smoking?
No. Ha ha ha. After
Okay.
10.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on the time.
Mostly bong stabs. Like last time I was there, he had a couple of e-nails set up where you take dabs, and so it's a really nice spot. I was there on comedy night, and it was pretty funny. So
Well, here at Ganjahnistas, we have rigs set up, electric, and you can get bongs as well, and dab rigs and stuff like that. And if somebody would hand me a lighter, I will light this thing in my hand. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being an ass. Yeah. There was an article that I saw today by Naomi Pulley who said that there's only one lounge that's allowing smoking, but it may be, I'm hearing there may be more than that.
Well, you just say
Georgia Peach as well.
Georgia Peach has opened one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. We're going to have to go snooping. Well, that's good. I mean, we need to. I don't get having a lounge and not being able to light a doobie. I mean, isn't that how we started? I'm kind of shocked that Vapor Central backed out, to be honest with you. But I was at Planet Paradise talking with Luke, who is here for Canicade. Kind Selections. And basically the city of Toronto just won't have it.
No.
Okay. No. And the minute you even do something, they go in and the enforcement comes in. Is that and the fines?
I'm not sure.
And the fines are probably very high. We've had bylaw come in.
Here?
We've had the city come in.
Yeah.
And there's a gray area here. And quite frankly, they just say, keep doing what you're doing because we don't know what we're doing. Exactly. We'll come and talk to you when
That's right. Right now, everybody's acting on a lot of common sense in our city because we don't have freaking armed robberies and we don't have
anymore. There was
at the beginning.
Yes.
Because it has weeded out a lot of those, fly by night stores and stuff like that. We have really gotten down now to the people who are clearly in it for a little bit longer than everybody else.
And they kind of they got the rhythm going.
They got their rhythm going, and they're it's good. I like it.
Darcy, your birds are loud.
Yeah, I know. I'm on a move. The little bastards, they won't go to sleep.
Oh, flick them in the nose.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding.
It's because I was sitting at the kitchen table and
I did that to my cat the other day, and because he was like, meow, meow, and I went, shut up, and I just went, pooh, and he went,
oh yeah, that's
like he just froze, and then he had a little seizure, and I was like, oh buddy, I scared the shit out of him because I've never done that to him, right? It's just like, think, shut up, man, you're bugging me, because he just walks around, meow, meow, like he wants to love him all the time.
Oh my god! So you hit him?
No, I didn't hit him.
I didn't
hit him.
It's funny, eh? That's what I.
Although
that's what I heard.
He has been shooed. He's been shooed.
I'm just kidding.
He's been shooed. But I get good aim, so I missed him.
That's funny.
But he has been shooed. I like my cat. He's new. He's new to the equation, you see. He grew up with my dog, and then I got my dog, and he was lonely and walking around going, meow. And everybody wanted him to go away, so now I got him, and he sleeps beside my head and goes all night long. But he's an old guy. He's a big guy. Anyways, I know 5 minutes on my cat here. That's the meat breath. We're smoking meat breath, Darcy.
I got to try peanut butter breath.
I don't like peanut butter. I'm a meat. Can I get potato breath as well? We can have meat and potato breath.
Maybe me and Marcel will invent you a strain, and we'll call it for you. We'll call it potato breath.
No, meat and potato breath.
Yeah, meat and potato breath.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, they have a strain called PB&J.
Well, okay, why not?
I'll tell you what.
What?
You get your mom to send me some brisket,
Ooh.
And then we'll develop a strain that tastes like that.
Brisket. Do you like brisket?
I don't mind.
Sure.
I think
I'd eat it.
So,
you keep bragging about your mom's brisket.
Oh, it's so good. My mom,
See?
Kelly pulled off a prime rib for Christmas dinner. That was Anyways, yeah, we'll work on that. So let's get back to Chronic Creations and what you guys do. You were telling me that you spent a lot of time helping meducate, as I like to call it.
Yep.
Senior citizens.
Yeah, we do some hang out with you for a while while you experience it your first time.
Do you do talks and stuff? Do you go out and do
my
talks
God.
and stuff?
I wish they'd start buying already. That's the one thing with the seniors. There's a lot of talks. There's a lot of talks.
And then they just, well, I don't know.
No, they do. They all do. But they just take a lot of, there's a lot of stigma to it, stupid stereotypes, and so.
I have a weird
But
life.
they're my favorite people to talk
They are
to.
my absolute favorite people. I wouldn't go back 10 times before selling them one cookie if I did not think that way.
So my mom, as I explained, I won't say what association on the air, but she is the president of a seniors association.
Which is lovely.
And they talk about cannabis all the time. So my mom's at an association meeting, and her 90-some-odd-year-old friend comes over and says, Rosalind, knowing what I do you know if your son would have any information that might help me? She says, I've got a prescription for medical marijuana, but I don't know what to do with it. It's sitting in my fridge. So I want to try, I've got this place here, I can do these things. Eventually I'm going to pack this place with a bunch of seniors, have 4 or 5 speakers come in and have a chat. They do a monthly thing where they have a convention, I guess, and they have somebody come in to speak. They've had Tweed come in, and all they did was recruit. They didn't help anything after that.
Right, no follow-up.
Sorry, Tweed, but that's what happened.
Right.
It was they came in with their stuff. I want to go in with 3 or 4 different vendors and show people this is what's available.
100%.
These are the prices, and they do mail order.
That's right.
And they're tested. And then the question's going to be, well, is it legal? Well, the government doesn't test their edibles yet because they don't have any. And it's legal to gift in our medical community. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's legal.
In the medical community, if it's patient to patient, it's legal to sell.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Lenny and I did a talk. We were invited to the Nova Scotia Hospitals or Ladies Auxiliary, their annual general meeting. This was all seniors.
Explain who Lenny is, because they don't know who Lenny is.
Lenny's a pharmacist that I work with, and Darcy works with, and we're actually all become really good friends. But he's actually a pharmacist and owns a couple pharmacies. So we were invited to speak to the Hospital Auxiliary's annual general meeting about medical cannabis. And it was amazing the questions that were coming out of these ladies, because the stigmatism runs deep, but they were there to learn. They actually asked us to come and speak, because
you've been to a few things, and you went to they went to Brain Health Matters as well.
Well, we put on the Brain Health Matters. We've done senior expos.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Seniors expos, the health and wellness expos.
So if there's anybody listening that wants to help us put something on here in Ganjahnistas, just let me know. There you go. We'll bring busloads of seniors in from Toronto.
Fly us up and you can have speakers.
There you go. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The flights are actually really cheap now.
They are, yeah.
But we could have you on as speakers anyways. We have a big TV. Hello.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Then we'd have to do a camera thing.
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah. So
me and Darcy together, though, I could get a chair.
What kind of questions are they asking?
The seniors?
Yeah, I'm asking Tammi.
Oh.
Well, the seniors I've encountered, basically they just want to know what's in it. They don't even really, and what it's going to do to them.
Yeah.
You know, I think because we do a lot of home cooking style, that they're already comfortable with the food, so it's not really, to them it's no big deal. Just having a delicious plate of mashed potatoes and a chicken breast is pretty non-intimidating for a lot of relief. and we sit with them through their first experience. So
it's a lot of what seniors know is what they read or hear in the news, and they take that for what is worth.
Right.
They trust that.
Right. And we're and again, I have like two different kinds of people, right? Like we're very much while we help out a lot medically. Like we do a lot of that one-on-one and even group information sessions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We primarily do focus on recreational, and surprisingly, I have more recreational senior customers than I do medical.
But they're using, we're firm believers around here that, everybody uses cannabis for medical reason. They
it's medical regardless.
Yes.
Right? It's
yes.
medical regardless. But whether your primary focus is, I'm taking it medically.
You're taking it for a reason.
Correct.
To alleviate something, be it stress, a bad mood, pain. Correct. Most people use cannabis for pain, and they don't even realize it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Until they stop using cannabis.
That's right.
Yeah,
I was going to end with that. I was going for a pause.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you had video on me, you wouldn't have known that. See?
It's see. Well, you can put the camera on anytime you want, buddy. No, because then I'd have to look.
What'd she say?
Time. Nothing. Don't bother putting the camera on. Because then I'd have to look at you the whole time, waiting for the pauses.
Oh, it's true. Well, and it's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. Mainstream media. Look what they're doing. A good example. Okay, during the summer, I go back and forth to Toronto. Okay, during the summer, all I could see on all those billboards around the exhibition, those lit up TVs, weed, and tweed.
Yes.
I went to the exhibition and down to Ontario Place to hear some concerts. Tweed, booth.
Oh, shit.
They are sponsors at Budweiser stage.
Right.
So then as we get closer to October 17th, now all I see is tweed, Mothers for Drunk Driving, anti-driving campaign.
100%.
And big signs across the QEW that says, don't smoke pot while you're driving. Man. There's no man, but that's what I say every time. Man.
That's right.
Now there's another one that says, impaired is impaired. Don't smoke and drive. Like they got these flash signs on the highway.
Yeah.
How come they don't say that about cough medicine?
Well, that's where I was going. But now
the label on cough medicine says, "Do not operate machinery."
Now it says farm. Like it's all impaired is impaired, and then they got a picture of weed, and then a bottle and some needles.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
The focus is the weed.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the focus is the weed. The bottle 100%. And the needles is just like a penny.
It's all about the weed.
Yeah, it's all about the weed.
Wow, that's the flavor of
I've gone through one ride. I've gone through one ride, okay, and I'm not trying to jinx myself, knock on wood. And they didn't even ask me about weed. They asked me if I'd been drinking, and you almost you almost drove over my toe.
Oh shit!
And she walked right. I said, they're on the entrance ramps, like right there. You've only got this much room.
Yeah, sure.
Plus a car sitting there and lights and like, whoa,
I'm high as fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck, lady? I just smoked a fucking fatty, and now you're asking me if I've been drinking.
Ooh,
no, I haven't been drinking.
No, what is it?
That's all they asked me. Have you been drinking? But they did the thing they got a special little thing. They come along with the light and they shine it just perfectly so they can see your face react. And they stick their nose in and they go, "Have you been drinking, sir? We're doing a ride." "No, ma'am." "Okay, thank you." Yeah. Like people are making a big deal out of this. I tell people this all the time. Put your weed in the car where you put your booze, and you're not going to get in trouble, which is the trunk.
That's right.
The only issues that the police are having right now is accessibility to the driver. They don't give a shit if the person in the back can access it.
Yeah, that's
as long as the driver can't access it.
Yes, because everybody's had it within reach.
That's
right.
That's
definitely been the key thing here.
That's every single article I've read about an impaired driving since October 17th. Before that,
right?
Even
we had one yesterday.
Okay.
Right. So it actually, I posted it on my Facebook. And it was a 49-year-old man out in Cayuga area.
Yeah, this seems to be the hotbed up there.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
49-year-old man. Somebody saw him in his car looking like there might have been an accident. So police arrive, and there's this guy, and he has like 2 ounces in the back seat, and he has a pack of reserve cigarettes.
And he slid off the road.
Okay. And so they asked him if he was high. He said no. So they enforced the 12-step program that they're doing.
Yeah.
They didn't mouth swab him, which is kind of shocking because that's what they've been threatening us
Yeah,
with.
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So they did some 12-step thing.
Yeah.
And then he denied a blood test.
Yeah.
So now he's
That's an instant charge.
So
though.
now he's an accused.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever. Blah 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 blah.
But
blah.
in my impression, if it's going to get to that point, there's been some words said, some mouth given, or something's not right. Because I mean, unless you are a 50-some-odd-year-old man driving down from Cayuga Beach with 100-some-odd plants in the back of your car and speeding.
That's right.
There's no reason for you to pull you over.
Wait. No, I forgot to mention.
Okay.
He also got charged for his cigarettes. 80% of Hamilton people are running around with cigarettes from the reserve.
Yes.
And they actually charged this guy. Oh my God. So they really wanted to make the weed thing stick. So they thought, fuck it, we're just going to add on you got a pack of reserve cigarettes in your car, you're going down.
You know what? If you go out to Tyingdanaga, where our sponsor Legacy 420 is, there is a mile of highway, I believe it's Highway 2, that has one after another
Ours
shops.
does too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what I was getting at. Now, I used to, 10 years ago, I used to come down to Brantford and go to the smoke shacks before there was even any up north.
Right.
Okay. And there was one after another, one after another, one after another. Now you go to either any reservation and it's smokes weed, smokes weed, smokes weed, weed.
Not our reserve, though.
Really?
Not our reserve.
Is it quiet?
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
there is no activity on
But
our
there
reserve.
is out in Tanganyika.
Oh, we participate in the Indigenous Cannabis Cup.
Did you?
Correct.
Awesome.
So we have been out there. We were out there a couple weeks ago for the Smoke Signals Christmas party. So, you know, we've been out there. So we see how wonderful it is and how,
I didn't go to the cup. I was invited. Jack invited me, but I didn't go.
It was good.
Just because of timing. But I did go out to, we were all at Tim Barnhart's concert thing.
Oh, yes.
In the summer.
Yes,
the
I've seen the posts for that.
Which was
That looks so
freaking
fun.
awesome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We were in the pit with Hugh most of the night, and then he wouldn't leave. Mary Jane got to sing with him. And
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was really,
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
awesome.
I'm a huge Headstones fan.
Yeah.
But
yeah, our reserve, for the most part, they have a lot of politics going on.
Oh, really?
So
but that's First Nations down here,
that's
right?
ours. Yeah, so we don't really have, they're not really
Explain to me the difference between First Nations and Six Nations reserves. Because the Six Nations, they're all for it, they're going for it, and they're done. Like, there's 22,000 people, we'll just say 22,000 people out there, and 250 dispensaries kind of thing. Like, it's some obscene number.
Right. So just out in our area generally, we don't. They're still working out the politics.
Are they?
Yes.
'Cause
we don't have an abundance of.
I've met a few people from Brantford that have come to see what's going on at Tim's place.
Yeah, because it's so working well out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's great. We've come out there on several different trips just to go to all of the different dispensaries.
I've been to Smoke Signals
so
and
fun.
I've been to Tim's place. There's just too many.
Oh, we've got to Medicine Wheel. We did the whole little. We went to see a whole bunch of what was the one?
Tim and Legacy just became our official sponsors last month.
Oh, that's
which
awesome.
is great because it's like having an LP, and I don't want to deal with LPs really. From an advertising point of view, there's really no reason why I shouldn't allow if an LP said we'd like to run an ad on your network. Of course, I'm not an idiot, but Darcy works for THC. How are you guys close yet, Darcy?
Yeah, we're a lot closer than we were last month. That's for sure. Things are coming along. It's just slow.
They're moving at government speed.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. Really, they're just slow.
We don't want to badmouth. We don't want to jinx you. They've been waiting a while for their final licensing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that sucks.
and I really hope that you guys can get something off that I can try when I come for Harvest Cup.
Oh, I'm sure we hope to have something by then. Holy God, if we don't, I'll have gray hair soon.
I'll still have some.
What, gray hair?
No.
It's got lots of that.
I've got plenty of that. But at least I still have hair.
But no.
Thanks,
part,
buddy.
I mean, our facility is for the most part done. I took Marcel on a tour today.
Oh, really? You've got your building done now?
Our building's for the most part done. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. It's just the last little, the I don't know what you would call them. The last little knickknacks. Yeah. Little things. You gotta go by here and cock this.
They've been waiting
or
five
check
years.
On this.
You've been waiting You've been waiting about 5 years, right, for your licensing?
Be 5 years this January.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to due process and getting the job done and business? If you were a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you would have been in business 2.5 years ago.
I was going to say I have my own thoughts on this, Al, but I was going to keep them to myself. But since you're saying them and not me,
I don't have to keep them to myself. I have a radio show.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're a publicly traded company,
yes,
then things would be completely different.
But we're private and we're focused on medical patients. And
yeah. So when they open the doors, it's medical patients only.
It's medical. We're medical patients, man.
Yeah.
By far. Yes, we will supply the rec market, but until the patient has what he needs, the rec market ain't getting shit from us.
Now, are there any?
No, don't say it like that.
Are there any other
overages?
Are there any other LPs that are rec only? No.
Is there what?
Are there any other LPs open right now that are are medical only?
No, the easier question would be is how many LPs are still supplying the patients that they had previously with the same quality and pricing of medicine before recreational came on?
Tammy's got the same face as I do.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Because really what they did is the majority of them all diverted all of their crop to the recreational market because
left
they could
us with
demand a
nothing.
higher price for it than they could from the medical market.
I believe there should be definitely two prices, definitely for medical and definitely for recreational.
Or at least a tax discount.
However, I don't believe that based on quality. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
It wasn't even a matter
everybody
of
should have
quality.
equal.
It was a matter of quantity. They basically gave everything they had to the market, and it still wasn't enough.
No.
I mean, based on the reports of the sales in the first day, I mean, if that's all
this is why one of them got caught selling black market weed.
No, I know.
I couldn't believe that, eh?
But what I mean is that with all of the different, if you go on the government website and you see how many LPs that there are, right? There's a nice chunk. There's a nice chunk across Canada, and if they're all producing, and that day, the first day in sales, people ran out or whatever, like. They knew it was going to be big. Why didn't you grow more? That is the perspective of
you
like
have to
the
remember.
recreational market's trying to say, okay, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to buy it from where we're told that that's the right way to do it. So we go and buy it. Now we're getting shit on by the medical community because we drained their supply, which I don't disagree with. I believe medical patients should have came
you
first.
also have to remember that there's been a few issues, few incidences. a couple of crops. Oops. Some poison in a ceiling. Oops. And these are growing pains. I'm not having fun watching the stocks. I'm sure nobody else is either, because it's like a fucking yo-yo. But they are climbing.
I'm having a blast watching the stocks because I'm smart enough not to buy into them.
They are climbing.
I know they're
and
climbing.
eventually, if you hold it off, if you can hold it off and you play it right, you may walk away with something. How long it'll last, who knows? There's some people that say that the burst is done. No.
What do you mean the burst is done?
The burst. A lot of people. Well, I know a few people who started very, very, very early in the game, and then left with $80,000 in the bank.
Just wait until the edible shit
Oh,
goes legal.
shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? We haven't even
You
seen.
You got
half
the
business
tragically
yet.
hip. You got the hip that have their own brand. Now hold on, and that's what people are saying. The stocks are going no way. It's just the tragically hip. It's just names of songs or the strains. Well, they've put a lot of work, but they've also not got they don't have a crop on the market yet, so nobody knows what product they're going to have.
Correct.
Okay, so of course their stock is not going to, it's going to go, nowhere really. But there's a few others that are bouncing back and forth and back and forth. There's a few others that another mainstream one just took a dive the other day again.
Well, everything was back up today.
Exactly.
And you had one that had a fire a couple days ago.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, a big one. Yeah.
A big.
Who
was that?
Alberta, I
you
think.
have a fire that burns
in
out
Alberta.
the whole crop
On the day that they were supposed. Yeah, the day. Oops.
Is it because they didn't want the spider bites?
Is that
They tried to burn them out?
Is that what they tried to do out on the other side of Canada with stuff with two crops?
Oh yeah, they've radiated.
Oopsie.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of shit.
Why didn't they just keep all the stems and stuff and milk them and make some medicine out of it? They could.
No, they could have put it. They could have put it in a bottle and called it LBS.
LBS.
Marcel knows what I'm talking about because he's seen a picture today.
You're
I
gonna
saw
have
the most disgusting $50 worth of cannabis ever in my life today.
Did you?
Yeah, when over 50% of it was nothing but stems.
Stems.
Hey, it is called. It is called Leaf by Snoop.
Yeah, and this is there wasn't much leaf, but there was lots of stalk. There had to have been at least 1.5 grams of the 3 grams.
So are LPs grinding and then sending all of it?
No. They broke the stalk up into chunks.
And
It wasn't ground.
threw it in there.
It was pieces of bud. But this is Snoop Dogg's
premium
license.
brand.
Oh well,
Premium
there
license
goes any chance of
strain
having Snoop
that-
Dogg on. Thanks, guys.
That would win my garbage bag for maybe hash or oil.
Oh.
It was seriously. It was that. It was.
I'm sure if he.
My trim doesn't even look that bad.
But I'm sure if he knew about it, he wouldn't be too happy either, though.
No, and I think somebody should send Snoop the picture of what they've done to his strain because.
Well, send it on our Twitter from the 420 Radio Show. You have access.
No, seriously, and it's heartbreaking to see a patient pay $50 for 3 grams, and you open it up and half of it is stems.
Amy gave me a bag of stuff from Prairie Plant Systems way back when she was doing the show with me, Amy Rao.
I still have a bag.
It was.
Of Prairie
she's
Plant
like
Systems. I could never roll one.
I couldn't believe it, and then I tried. Somebody here last month sometime offered and came in with a whole bunch of LP weed and was showing us the packaging and all that, and cut one in half. And all the pieces that the package comes with, it was just like, and then you got like 3 nugs in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what are they afraid it's gonna get broken?
Shaken up.
It's
gonna
fragile.
crumble. Yeah, because it's gonna crumble.
Put fragile on it and put 16 loaves of bread around it.
It's gonna crumble. Turn
It's
to dust.
gonna crumble into dust.
Oh, it's sad what they're trying to pass off as as quality cannabis. I can't even say that without laughing every time I think about what they have for quality cannabis.
Not to toot our horn or anything, but I can't wait till we get out there and grow, and so that people can actually see quality cannabis.
I'm interested in to see what LPs are like. Canopy Growth are going to do, because they were here visiting a few weeks ago during Canacade and asking a lot of questions and looking at all the vendors. And
because they're here to steal ideas.
Yeah. So it's good. It'll be, the green market, green pop-up market by Tweed.
Fucking right. They're just scoping. They've been getting in a little bit here and there, everywhere.
They did have a few things backfire on them, i.e. the Main Street stores. Not allowed to have them now. They are just education centers now. They were hoping to be poised and having their pot shops ready to go,
right.
And now they can.
Oh, right. Ontario put that in that the LPs can't own.
But one store, they can have one store at the location where the production is, at the production site.
Really?
Yep. One store.
Yeah, that's gotta suck for some of the ones that invested.
I'm not sure if that means per, because one company can own many production sites. I don't know if that means per production site, but I am under the understanding that Tweed, for instance, may have one store at their Stony Creek. Is it where are they? Smith Falls location.
Smith Falls, yeah.
So they, because that's their main production facility, they can only have one store there, one storefront, as opposed to the many, like they had one in Barrie and Toronto. I think they've got one here downtown. The Main Street stores now are, and they've been running them as education centers, more like recruitment centers, to be honest. But
so then they would only have them at the facility, right? They wouldn't have them.
I believe that they're only allowed to have one facility.
We have like the Organic Dutchman. We have tons around us.
Yeah.
So really, that would just add to whatever dispensaries
around here. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few LPs that are around here, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you've got John out in Kincardine, right? Which is John Fowler.
Yeah. 7 acres.
7 acres. Yeah, which is also a few others. They bought a smaller one as well, I believe.
And they own Supreme Pharma.
That's the one that I'm talking about. Yeah. It rules for some aren't rules for others.
Well,
but yet how many businesses, how many farms are scattered all around Hamilton and Toronto in Ontario, southern Ontario, that have been helping patients and growing for patients for 20 years now under the MMAR. Okay? They're still out there. They're still growing. You can still get their medicine at different dispensaries, but those dispensaries are, unfortunately, most of them are taking advantage of the patient and going after the recreational market now. It's the same meds.
But I don't I don't understand how I maybe because I don't see it, so I'm not I'm not understanding how are they taking advantage of the medical patient.
They're cutting us off, and they're going to shops who are charging more than most people can afford. I'm on ODSP. I can't afford $12 a gram.
Absolutely.
I can't even afford $5 a gram. But that's what the price is.
So if you look at the growing market and look at from the grower's perspective, $3 a gram as a wholesale price for medical, but they can turn around and take the same product and sell it to the recreational market for $5 per gram wholesale price. What do you think they pick?
Well, the cheaper.
Yeah.
No, the grower. If the grower can sell the same crop to a patient for free,
he's gonna sell out and sell for the $5 instead of the $3.
He's gonna get as much as he can.
Okay, but
right,
when you
and
walk
that's
into
exactly what happened to us.
Okay, but when here, for instance, like when you walk into a dispensary, they have special pricings for people with their medical cards, like every single dispensary. Every single one.
Really?
There's not one
Excellent.
in Hamilton that does not offer different pricing if you carry your medical license. Period.
Really,
So
I've never been offered that, and I've been
Period.
licensed for 6 years.
Everywhere.
Never knew that.
They get a discount, and I'll also let me.
I
just
know
also,
that. I mean, places like Georgia Peach, you can go in and buy bulk at a very
Great, but
good
let me
price.
just also add too that, for instance,
Yeah.
I just wrote an article for High Canada magazine in the next issue because of this, because I couldn't believe it. But one of our newest dispensaries, and I say newest because it's really only been open for a couple of months now. I went there because I heard there was a couple in a row in my neighborhood, which is it's just unique for the neighborhood I'm in. So, of course, I went to check it out. And they had some delicious blueberry kush. And let me tell you, every time I go somewhere, I always buy blueberry because we love it. And if we can find actual blueberry, we will buy it forever. But we've never been able to find one source that's had it and it was delicious. It's forever. Correct.
Yeah.
So I go to this place, and by God, they have this delicious smelling blueberry kush. And it's $4 a gram. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? I'm like, okay, give me a fucking half quarter. Let me try it out. Whatever. I took it. We went home. We smoked it. It was the most delicious blueberry kush I've ever smoked my entire freaking life.
It's not always about
okay?
the price.
I went back.
Yeah.
Right? Got an ounce for $100.
Yeah.
Went back the next day. Bought another ounce for $100.
Yeah.
Went back the next day after that. Bought 2 ounces for $200. Okay. Are you kidding me right now? Like, that is the best pricing.
Yeah.
And anybody can walk in there and get it for that price. And if you have a medical card, you can get a discount on that on top of that.
Yeah.
So how is that taking advantage of? I feel like Hamilton is quite the opposite. We have special pricing for people with medical licenses and with medical needs.
Yeah.
And
see, Hamilton would be the only place.
Well, then
that's why it's the mecca of Ontario.
I'm telling
right
you,
now.
it is so much different here.
But that's because they're selling both the
Either-
recreational and the medical market.
One thing that has happened since October 17th is the recreational guys have dropped their prices down to where the medical market was.
Correct.
$4 or $5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, though, that is competing directly against the medical dispensaries and shoving them out of the way. Unfortunately, in some cases,
I don't see
really
it that
there's
way.
there's two across the street that are closed. You know, they've been closed since October 7th. On October 17th, a lot of the doors, like you used to be able to stand out here, and you could see a half a dozen, maybe even a dozen dispensaries.
But it's because the city issued a notice and said that if you voluntarily close your doors on October 17th,
you may get licensed.
You can apply for a license for a legal store.
Yeah.
If you don't, we'll take note, and you cannot apply after October 17th for a legal store if you continue to run your operation. Period.
Yeah.
So everybody's taking a gamble. MMJs.
And now we have 25 spots.
Right? MMJs closed as a whole, as a fucking franchise. They closed all their stores because they wanted to
And then they reopened.
And then they reopened because their fucking behind scenes fell apart.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And sold.
So what? So now it's another
We had
fucking
Clint on the
crapshoot.
show not too long ago.
But that's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So for the people who closed, I believe it's in the hopes that they can open with the proper licensing and the proper whatever.
Yes.
So
and then there are some dispensaries who knowingly know that if they defy and keep serving patients, that they haven't got a hope in hell of getting licensed, but they're doing it as long as they can. Natural Green Healing is one of them.
We have tons.
I know we do.
Shit tons. Guys that are like.
And in Toronto, they've all gone. Jamie McConnell's trying to do his markets, and he's trying to keep his store going wherever that is. At one time, I was supporting Jamie. It was the only store that I was confident of the quality of the bud, even though it was higher. It was $10, $12. But to go, but at the time, the Shatter, like I smoke a lot of Shatter in my Shatterizer.
Absolutely.
Another sponsor.
We love Shatterizer. Hi, Matt and Val.
Yeah, hi, Matt and Val. And I've gone from $400 or $500 weed bill down to a couple because of this, because I'm buying maybe one, maybe two slips a month.
Right.
And then a dime bag here and then or something. I tell you, the tray weed around here is pretty fucking good. You know, it's usually Dan's too, because he leaves it around on the table. But you need a tray. You can do some more meat breath. You want some more meat breath?
Yeah. She likes meat.
There you
She's
go.
all Shanny's
She
all
likes
about the meat.
Yeah, I'm not
Meat
even
in
going to
my
go
mouth.
there. Not even going to go there. No. Look, now he's wearing a hoodie. He doesn't want to be seen. Don't talk to me. I'm not nobody. I just have a champion jacket. That's
But
all.
yeah, if you gentlemen haven't been to Hamilton and you can get here before shit goes down, you should. It's quite. We went to San Francisco right after they legalized, just so we can get a sense of what's going on down there, if it was normal or whatever. And it wasn't. It was ridiculous. It was like going to a fucking nightclub. You had to line up outside behind these roped off fucking chains, and they even had signs on the door that said cannabis could possibly cause cancer.
We could only hope for a line down the fucking road here.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was very.
It's
Right.
Yeah, I know. I know the 420 comic Jeffrey Peterson. He's a friend of the station. He comes on all the time and he gives us updates. He's in Las Vegas, and when we first started doing the show, he was in California. And it was California. It was all about California. California. It's going to be it. It's going to be California. California's going to get it. What the fuck happened? And now they just got it. But he used to talk about the dispensaries and how you go in there and it's like enormous amounts of money from these fucking doctors who then just sign their lives away and gives you 1,020 plants, things like that, like these enormous grows, and then you go off to Humboldt and do your thing, right? And then you've got Humboldt, where that's the culture. I watched a whole documentary about that, but yet it still wasn't legal there. And then half North America is now legal. How many states now?
I think 30 or 20 or I can't remember, but it's not
Michigan just became fully legal.
Yeah.
Right? And yet we can't go back and forth. We're on the border. We can't. Somebody wrote something about that. But yet we can fly Canada-wide.
I've been flying for years.
You can. I have recently heard from somebody who has done this. You can fly now from Toronto to Jamaica with meds because it's legal in both countries. And Jamaica allows it because it's a direct flight. So, here's a plug. Butterfly Passions Bed and Breakfast.
We're all going. So
Discovery Bay.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Check them out because they're a sponsor here as well. So
we're gonna have to check it.
I think I get a direct.
We're going
from
next
Halifax.
month.
So we should all fly to grab your bud, your bud, grab all your bud, and we'll charter a plane. And we'll just get. Do you think that they'd allow us to smoke in the plane if it was chartered?
No.
How about edibles?
I don't know. That's about saying we're going to win the lottery tonight.
Well, Virgin has that party flight, and they allow smoking on it.
Right.
Yeah, they used to. I don't know. I don't know if he still has that. You think Branson's not smoking pot on his fucking plane?
Yeah, if you own
you
a plane.
think 50 isn't smoking and Snoop ain't smoking on their private jet? I think there's been stories in the news about it.
No, for sure. If you own a plane, you're smoking on it. If you want.
I'd love to do
deal.
that.
I mean,
I want to go skydiving, get really stoned, and go skydiving, but nobody will let me.
Yeah, no thanks.
If I owned a plane, I'd have a dab bar set up.
Oh, fuck. That would not be cool.
I have a dab bar set up in my kitchen.
Wow.
So
that's commitment.
Assortment of shatters and rosin.
It just goes to show you how much fun you can have in 2 hours because we're almost up for time.
And we now have to listen to Darcy because we got to let Darcy spiel. He's going to teach us how to grow.
But first,
cannabis.
I want to allow Tammi to give herself a little plug and the magazine and all that because we'll get rambling and then we'll forget to do that. So please do that.
You can find us pretty much only on Instagram at the moment. So it's at Chronic, KHRONIKKREATIONS.
I didn't even hear that.
And Chronic Creations at Gmail is our email. And we also do some partnered up with Med Mobile 905 delivery service here in Hamilton and Pure Cannabis and DeJoint Clinic, local, well-known companies.
Well, we'll make sure that we put all those links in our
and then follow High Canada
thing.
magazine as well and look out for some new upcoming big parties in February.
Cool.
In Hamilton.
Cool.
With High Canada.
at Ganjahnistas.
Shit's going down. It's going to be awesome.
We have lots going on here, too. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Darcy.
Yes.
You got your were you done?
No, yeah, done.
Okay. Have you got your wheels all greased up?
My wheels greased up yet? No.
No.
I'm just sitting in my room.
Oh. Well, why don't you I'm always throwing wheelchair jokes at him.
Wait, I'm just waiting.
It's only because he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah. But
No,
I tell you,
two.
this guy rolled around in a frickin' wheelchair in a field of bumpy grass in the rain. Like, I couldn't even go down the road.
Because we don't grow wuss asses in Nova Scotia. Gotta be fucking tough to live here, man.
All right.
I grew up in the woods, so, and then I got hurt and moved back home and lived in the woods for a little bit. So I kind of got used to pushing around in uneven terrain.
Yeah. So talk about some terrain and whatever you wanted to. Dan's coming over with a wad of cash for me. No, he's not. He's going to get Chester chicken. All right, do your spiel. What you wanted to talk about, Darcy?
No, I just going to talk to you guys tonight a little bit about picking the right location for well, I guess not now. I guess if I can't say that because it's legal now. So picking the right still picking the right location outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah, don't grow them on your front lawn.
Yeah, still don't grow them on your front lawn, even though it's legal. Just about picking a location. I mean, picking a location with proper sun, proper amount of light in there, whether or not you're on the north or south side of a hill, or the east or the west, I guess, for as that matter goes. But I always like to plan on the south side of the hill, so I get the sun all day. Make sure that I pick a location that has still good camouflage. I guess I still like the camouflage because people still, just because it's legal don't mean they won't steal them from you. So I like to pick a location that
They won't steal them from you. Maybe there.
What's that?
God, you put them outside in your garden here, and you get them gone in 2 days, man.
Well, let's see. But for a rural area, a simple solution is a dog kennel.
Yep.
You know what? And we talked about that a few years ago, Marcel, that little idea I had with going out and buying a dog cage, a kennel cage, and then putting that on top of some skids, and then you've got yourself and then you put a top on it, and you've got yourself...
Well, you can get a dog kennel with a top.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I mean. So, and you've got yourself basically a safe for outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you can have your plants in, and they can reach their fingers through the holes to grab a bud. Then good luck.
You can't get. You're not going to lose a whole plant, though. Like most times, I hear somebody gets ripped off. They lose like 8, 10, 12 plants. So what? Somebody can reach in and clip off a couple of buds. If you've got a 10 by 10, how close are they going to get to the plant? If you've got 4 plants in there in the center, you're going to get maybe 1 or 2 buds, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a matter of where you can grow, how you do it. But you've got to look at all of the factors. You don't want to grow these under your carport.
Yeah.
Or beside a street light.
Or beside a street light that's going to be on all fucking night.
Yeah,
right?
that don't work out very well.
No, especially when they're switching to LEDs.
Yeah, and you're wondering why it's like the middle of October and Jesus Christ, man, them things flowered last year. Why ain't they flowering this year?
It's because they changed the bulbs.
Yeah, it's because it's right underneath the street light. I mean, my location where I'm located, I just moved to a new neighborhood, and I had four plants outside this year in the backyard, and I never lost a leaf off of any of them. Knock on wood. Be the first year in a long time that I had plants outside that I haven't lost anything off of. But it was because when it was harvest season, I kind of kind of got the suspicion my neighbors had plants, and sure enough, I got talking to them, and there was pretty much a straight line of houses right around me that all had plants. So I guess they didn't want theirs taken, so why take mine? So
this whole neighborhood
What's
grows.
the largest grow that you guys have done outside and not gotten ripped off? We know Marcel's story.
my
That's
biggest,
not my largest grow. That's
my
our
largest
legal grow.
my largest was 150 plants outside before in an area, and they never got ripped off. But I'll tell you one thing: what a fuck of a time when it came to harvesting.
Oh, I
yeah,
bet.
I mean,
I bet.
when you have 2 or 3 guys, and you're looking at 200 plants outdoors, when it comes harvest time, you get to the point where you just want to break down and cry.
I did. I literally lived at the camp for 2 weeks and never left.
Yeah. I've heard stories. My buddy had he went out and did patches, and like 6 out of 8 patches were ripped off, kind of thing, right? And it's just like you put. Even the guerrilla growers, they put thousands of dollars into their fucking crops, even though they're out in the middle of a fucking field somewhere or in the bush somewhere. They truck in fucking water, and they truck in nutrients and equipment and all that shit. And you'll find them camped out for 6-8 weeks just right beside their fucking plots, You have
The difference between us and a lot of the other people was we were peaceful. I mean, we didn't sit there with shotguns and booby traps.
That
right?
happens. That happens too. Yeah.
That makes it bad for everybody when that happens, right? That's why cannabis got such a bad name outdoors. Growing it was because these guys are using all these chemicals and it's killing the rivers and they're throwing trash around and.
Unfortunately, a lot of growers did do that. But not
unfortunately,
as bad as they let on.
In the Humboldt area, they know that there was a lot of groundwater leakage into the water table, and it has caused some issues with fertilizers and stuff in the water supply.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a given. I mean, anybody that's going to be growing large quantities has to think about the environmental impact. That they're going to cause, especially with runoff.
Yeah.
Darcy, you have Netflix? Watch Murder Mountain.
I already did.
What's it called?
Yeah. Murder Mountain.
Murder Mountain. Okay, I'll watch that. I saw it on there the other day.
It's basically a documentary on all of the people that have gone missing in the Emerald Triangle.
Oh, directly because of growing? Or just
ideally, to the point where they seriously thought, and even some still think they have serial killers in that area because so many people go in there to grow or to help grow that aren't from there and just never get seen again.
And they have a few illegal farmers up in there, like cartels that will hire you, take you in, make you work. They run out of money, so they can't pay you, so they kill you.
Yeah, they just shoot you
and throw you in a ravine. And if you live and crawl down to the road and someone happened to see you, well, power to you. But if not, you're pretty much dead.
So yeah, they found a guy that was shot in the face, and that's exactly what happened to him.
He crawled to the road.
The grower didn't have any money, so he killed them all and threw them in the ditch. He made it to the road and lived. And that's why they call it Murder Mountain. Scary shit. I mean, growing legalization is going to change outdoor growing drastically, especially for the guerrilla growing.
I'm interested to see what happens next summer. That's what I'm waiting to see.
Not just that, Marcel. Now that hemp is legal, it's going to change the outlook on outdoor growing in this province and across the country.
Yeah, because of the cross-contamination.
Well, you think how much pollen's going to be floating around in that air.
Well,
I know.
You got a 100-acre hemp field.
So what do you get when you cross hemp with cannabis. You get ruderalis, basically, right?
You get what?
Ruderalis.
No, you get basically this stuff that we used to call Florida dirtweed.
Oh, okay. All right, I get you. CD shit. The shit we used to use our White Album for.
Yeah, I mean, just future weak crap. You end up with shit, literally shit, to the point where it might not even be worth extracting anything from it.
So on that note, Darcy.
Yep.
Tell people where you can where they can find you guys, because
they can find us on the internet at churroherbal.ca, on Facebook and Twitter too at churroherbal. Churro Herbal. There, I'll say it a little slower so everyone can understand it. Oh no, you wouldn't understand the phone calls I get in the run of a day when they say, "Hello, is this Churro Herbal?" It's like they said they got a big mouthful of marbles. So I say it slower so
try
people can understand
answering the phone. Hello, Ganjahnistas all day.
Yeah, true enough. But they can find us there, and if you're going to the Lift Expo, our team will be out there too. So
you're going out to Vancouver, are you?
I'm not. No, I'm waiting.
No, but your team is.
I'm holding out. Hint, Lenny, for Cannabis.
Are you going to come?
It is in March.
Are you going to come maybe for Lift here or in the summer or sometime?
I don't know if I end up going to Cannabis. I don't know if I'll end up coming to the Toronto Lift Conference.
Oh.
I really got my heart set on.
I'd love to go too.
I want to go to the Toronto Lift.
Yeah.
So come.
I want somebody to send me there.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Marcel. I'll tell them not to send you to the Toronto Lift.
Yeah.
You can take my spot because I really want to go to Cannabis. So.
There you go. Have you been to Cannabis? Tammy?
No, it's just one of the biggest cannabis conferences in the world, and they got.
I don't want to go because I can't take my medicine.
I'd like to go to the one in Australia as well. I hear that's very Nimbin.
I don't have to take my medicine to Australia. I could have people meet me there.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I wouldn't fly.
I don't want to do that.
Anyways.
I wouldn't want to do that for Spain.
Yeah.
That's why I have no interest for Cannabis.
No.
But just think how close.
Just eat a lot of edibles before you get on the plane. See, if you time it right, you can eat all your edibles, and then by the time you're sitting in your, hopefully nothing goes on between the gate and the plane, but then you're in your plane and you're just like sitting out your window, all fried for the flight.
I figured out how to do time release.
Mushrooms.
No, time
mushrooms.
Release.
Oh yeah.
Cannabis.
Time release
capsules.
cannabis capsules. There you go.
And it worked out perfect. It was like
on a plane.
8
Don't do
hours
mushrooms on a
before
plane.
It kicked in.
No.
Mushrooms
in
on
public.
No, it's like no.
I did mushrooms. I've just started doing them. I'm microdosing, but I had Elizabeth and Mark from Dr. Earl Extracts here, and we were doing mushrooms all night. Too many mushrooms.
Too many.
only
Did you listen to that show, Darcy?
What's that?
Did you listen to that one?
Yeah, I did, and
I don't know who this is going.
I've had my experiences with mushrooms.
We didn't sound that bad, did we?
No.
Al's microdosing is slightly different than mine.
Yeah, slightly. I'm doing like 0.2, 0.3, dude.
Pardon me?
I'm doing like 0.2, 0.3.
Oh, see, microdose for me would be 1.
Yeah, you see, I did one that night on the show, and you saw how I reacted. So,
see, you should have hung out with us at Harvest Fest.
Yeah, well, this year. Yeah. Anyways, guys, we've got to wrap up. You got anything you want to jump out there as far as events going out there, Marcel?
We have Valentine's Day coming up.
Your mom Valentine's Bazaar.
Mom's Valentine's and Bazaar and Educational Symposium where Darcy and I are going to go and teach people how to grow plants indoors and outdoors.
Awesome.
Give them a basic understanding. I got a good subject for Darcy for next week, though.
Oh, God.
You come on the show next week. You talk about strain selection.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pardon my language. I just got done doing that for the last 5 days at work.
Yeah, I know, but...
Well, then you'll know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Do I ever.
All right, guys.
But that's something that a lot of people don't understand, especially anybody wanting to start growing.
Yeah.
Is strain selection, and you got to select a strain before you set up your grow.
Because you don't want to buy a 5-foot tent and get an autoflower, plant your autoflower seed, and the thing grows almost 6.5 feet, and you got to bend the top over.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, you know what? Let's
to do that, isn't it?
Let's do
I
like
honestly
they do.
didn't think it was going to grow that big.
Let's do like they do on TV shows, and we'll leave a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger for next week. All right, we're out of here, guys. This is the 420
See ya.
Radio Show. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Paula, and everybody else. We will be here next week. Same weed time, same weed channel. Lifestyle Radio, 420radio.ca. We're out of here. Night, guys.
Night, guys.
Legacy 420 has medicinal and recreational products down to a science, literally. With 2 biochemists on staff and a chief scientific advisor, every product is tested in the Legacy 420 laboratory. Legacy 420, Tyndonega. Open 9 to 9 every day. Visit legacy420.com.
Are you looking for cannabis news, education, and people's opinions? Are you looking to learn what Canadian and international cannabis advocates are doing, not only now, but what got them to this point in their lives, and what does the future hold for them? Do you want to learn how patients are using cannabis as their daily medication, or learn how their cannabis use helps them with their medical condition? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I'm going to suggest to you to tune in to Lifestyle Radio. Catch their live weekly shows and have your questions and concerns answered and find the experience you're looking for. Monday, catch your weekly news broadcast with the Reef Reporters. Then on Wednesday, get several hours worth of cannabis public education. We get things started with Cannabis and Coffee with Tamarijuana. Then tune in and catch Pottawa with Russell Barth, who calls himself the world's angriest pothead. Finish up your evening with the award-winning Pace Radio Show with Al Graham and joint host Kim Cooper and Alicia Yashishin. No week would be complete without tuning into Friday night's program, the 420 Radio Show, featuring Al Rapp and the 420 Radio crew, Mary Jane Baker and Marcel Gagnac. Cannabis is a lifestyle, and you can catch all your cannabis lifestyle information right here at lifestyleradio.net or at our sister site, 420radio.ca.